Okay, so good morning, students. So in previous class, we learned about types of C13 NMR spectra, right? Types of C13 NMR spectra. So in that, three types of NMR spectra are there. One is the broadband decoupled coupled spectra and proton decoupled spectra, and second one is off resonance decoupled spectra, and third one is selective decoupled C13 NMR, right? So already I explained about what proton decoupled and off resonance spectra, and the third one, the last one is what? Selective decoupled C13 NMR. Okay, so let us see about what selective decoupled C13 NMR. Okay, so these three types of C13 NMRs are very important for your exam. Okay, so two types already I told about that complete explanation, and here it is third one, selective decoupled C13 NMR. Okay, so here in the selective decoupled C13 NMR, so explains about again what only C13 NMR and these. Okay, so in these in the organic compound, any one of the carbon and hydrogen coupling is eliminated. Any one of the carbon and hydrogen coupling is eliminated. Okay, so here the selective decoupled can be carried out only in presence of different type of non-equivalent carbon sets are present. Okay, so by choosing specific carbon group in molecule, okay, by choosing specific carbon group in molecule for decoupling, all other carbon groups are retained coupling only. That's why here this coupling is called as a selective decoupling, and here in this selective carbon group for undergoes decoupling and appear as a singlet, and appear as what? Singlet. Okay, so for example, so here it is one example. So how many carbons? 1, 2, 3, 4 carbons are there, and the fourth carbon attached to one halogen group, and it is what? 1 halopropane. Actually the compound name is what? 1 halopropane. Okay, so then in this 1 halopropane, so completely how many types of carbons are present? Like A, B, C and D. A, B, C, D. Complete 4 types of carbons are present. Okay, so 4 types of means 4 non-equivalent carbons are present, right? 4 non-equivalent due to different connectivity. Okay, so in this molecule, so only one selective carbon with hydrogens undergoes decoupling and gives singlet in the spectrum, and gives what? Singlet in the spectrum. Okay, so for example, here C type of carbon, it is a C type of carbon. So CH2 group is there, right? So here I am selected the CH2 group. Okay, so the CH2 group undergoes decoupling, means what? Elimination of coupling, and gives only singlet, so here it is what? CH2 C type of CH2 gives what? Singlet. అంటే ఇక్కడ సెలెక్టివ్గా CH2ని సెలెక్ట్ చేసుకుంటున్నాం, అండ్ దట్ సెలెక్టివ్లీ CH2 గ్రూప్ ఓన్లీ గివ్స్ సింగ్లెట్ ఇన్ ద స్పెక్ట్రమ్, మీన్స్ వాట్? అండర్గోస్ డీకప్లింగ్. Okay, and remaining A type, B type, D type undergoes coupling, means what? Multiplicity, and according to n+1 rule, and gives multiplicity or coupling. Okay, so here in this CH2 A type group is there, right? So A type, in this A type 2 hydrogens are present. According to n+1 rule, n is equal number of attached hydrogens, right? So 2 plus 1 equals 3. 3 is the triplet. 3 is what? Triplet. Okay, so triplet for A. So it is a triplet for A type of carbon. Okay, and for B type of carbon also For B type of carbon also same. So in this B type of carbon 2 hydrogens are present. According to n plus 1 rule, 2 plus 1 equals to 3. 3 is the triplet. So here it is triplet and it is B type. Okay, and third one is selectively decoupling and gives only singlet. And the fourth, the D type of carbon having 3 hydrogens. So according to n plus 1 rule, 3 plus 1 is equal to 4. 4 is the quardate. 4 is what? Quardate. So it is a quardate and for D type. For D type. Okay, so here in this example, so only one carbon, okay, undergoes decoupling, gives singlet. Okay, that is selectively decoupling. Okay, and remaining 3 types of carbons gives coupling and undergoes multiplicity and gives triplet and quardate and multiplet like that. Okay, so that's why the name of this C13 NMR spectra is called as a selective decoupled C13 NMR. Selective ga manam coupling and decoupled chestunam kabatti the name of this compound is what? Selective decoupled C13 NMR. Okay, so same as well as like same the spectra again in this. So same example here the same example and here also same example. In the same example, in that first example, one C group is undergoes decoupling, right? So here except C type of carbon and remaining all carbons undergoes decoupling. Remaining all carbons undergoes what? Decoupling. Undergoes decoupling and gives singlet. And this C type selective already we selected in that first example, right? So this selected carbon gives what? Singlet. And this selected carbon gives here multiplet in the second type of spectra. And multiplet means here 2 hydrogens are placed according to n plus 1 rule. 2 plus 1 is equal to 3 gives what? Triplet. And here the triplet means gives coupling for C type triplet. Okay, and it is a D and it is B and it is A. All are singlets. Okay, so here for this selective decoupled C13 NMR, okay, so first we selected one carbon and that selected carbon undergoes decoupled and remaining all coupled gives multiplicity. And the same example, one already we selected that carbon, okay, gives multiplet or triplet or coupling or splitting. Okay, so gives like triplet and remaining all are undergoes decoupling. What is the meaning of decoupling? Elimination of coupling and gives only singlet. Okay, so in the first example only one singlet and remaining are multiplets like undergoes splitting, and here all remaining are undergoes decoupling and only one undergoes coupling to gives triplet. Okay, so like this C13 NMR is called as a selective decoupled NMR. In first spectra appear as a multiplet and the second spectra appear as a singlet. That's it. Okay, so here in the interactions of C13 signal, because in intensity of C13 signal not proportional to number of nuclei contribution to its C13 signal intensity. Okay, so already here the C13 NMR, the intensity of C13 NMR depends upon relaxation effect and nuclear over-Hazer effect. So C13 signal intensity depends on what? Relaxation effect and nuclear over-Hazer effect. Okay, so meaning that what? Here the fast relaxation of nuclei, mole intensity of signal carbon attached to more protons. Okay, intensity of signal, carbon attached to more protons, then the fast in relaxation. Fast in relaxation, meaning that simply the concept of this is what? If number of attached hydrogens or protons increases, then the intensity of signal increases. What is the meaning of intensity? The intensity is the height of the signal, height of the peak or height of the signal. Okay, so for example, here CH3 is there. CH3 means 3 hydrogens are present, right? So number of hydrogens are 3. Here number of hydrogens are 2. Here number of hydrogen only 1. Here absence of hydrogens, right? So if 3 hydrogens are present, then the signal height is increases. Okay, if 2 hydrogens, decreases. If only 1 hydrogen, decreases. If without any hydrogens, and small, the height of the signal is very small, right? So here the height of the signal, the intensity of the signal depends on what? Number of attached hydrogen. Number of attached hydrogens if increases, then the intensity of the signal also increases. And it is depends on what? Nuclear over-Raser effect and relaxation effect also. Okay, so here it is called what? Relaxation. Under name of this what? Relaxation. Okay, so here it is about completely selective decoupled spectra and proton decoupled and off resonance coupling spectra, completely very important. And selectively decoupled spectra means that is a broadband decoupled spectra, right? Only gives one signal. And OFT spectra gives multiplicity n+1 according to n+1. And selective decoupled means only one decoupling and other all carbons are undergoes coupling. Okay, so here it is completely selective decoupling spectra. And one more, so chemical shift values are very important in the C13NMR. So chemical shift range for C13 inorganic compounds. Chemical shift ranges for C13 inorganic compounds. And so C13 carbon compounds having what? Different organic compound, different functional groups are there, and each functional group having the specific chemical shift value. What is the chemical shift? Position of the signal in the spectrum. Okay, so let us see about alkanes. So alkanes chemical shift value 0 to 60 ppm. Okay, parts per medium. Okay, so here alkanes means only C single bond C, right? So alkanes. So here all these alkanes, carbon, the range of C13 chemical shift is 0 to 60. And alkyl halides 10 to 90. Alkyl halides 10 to 90. Chemical shift is 10 to 90, means alkyl halide like this. This carbon chemical shift value 10 to 90. And alcohols or ethers 40 to 85. 40 to 85. So 40 to 85 means alkyl halide means the carbon if attached with OH, this carbon value is 40 to 85. And amines 30 to 60 chemical shift. Amines means if carbon attached with NH2 and this carbon value 30 to 60. And allylic. So what is the allylic carbon? It is the allylic carbon. Okay, so this carbon is allylic carbon and this carbon value 20 to 30 chemical shift. And benzylic. Okay, so benzylic carbon is if benzyl group attached carbon and this carbon chemical shift value 20 to 35. Okay, and alkenes C double bond C, alkenes, this carbon, so 90 to 140. Alkenes carbons, double bonded carbons, chemical shift value how much? 90 to 40. And alkynes C triple bond C. Okay, the chemical shift value 70 to 90. Okay, and aromatic benzene. Okay, so benzene, so 110 to 150, very very important. Aromatic ring chemical shift value in C13, 110 to 150. Okay, next acid derivatives like carboxylic acids and its derivatives like what? Esters, amines, acid halides, anhydrides. Okay, all derivatives of acids having chemical shift 165 to 185. Okay, so and a keto group, keto and aldehyde. Aldehydes are keto, simply C double bond group containing keto functional groups having 195 to 180 chemical shift in C13 NMR. So chemical shift values are very very important for the identification of organic compound and for rather what complete C13 NMR spectra. Okay, so these are chemical shift values. Okay.